We will now consider modern telescopes. The telescope which Galileo used was a refracting telescope, which meant that he had two lenses, one which collected the light and was called the objective, and the other the eyepiece. Light had to pass through the lenses and be refracted and then focus onto the focal plane finally. And the observer placed his eye at the eyepiece. Modern telescopes generally are of the reflecting type, which means that you have a mirror which does the focusing. The mirror is typically paraboloid in shape and then it is put at the bottom of a tube. So light from the distant object, a star, a planet or whatever, passes through the tube and lands onto the main mirror, the objective, the primary mirror, and then from this mirror it is taken to one of other possible mirrors. You could of course look at the light as it comes straight from the primary at the focal plane, or you change the direction of the light by using a secondary mirror, which is what is commonly done, and so that you can view the object from a comfortable position or direct the light to an instrument which is placed at a convenient location. So you can now see an image of a telescope which I have shown here. Uh, uh, on the top of the figure, you can see the tube, you can see the secondary mirror, and of course there is the primary at the bottom of the tube. Now the way the rays are reflected is shown at the bottom of the figure. So you see that you have got a concave mirror, which quite often is paraboloid, and then you have got parallel rays of light coming in from a distant object, uh, and which are coming to focus at a single point, where symbolically an eye is shown. So this point is known as the prime focus. But as I said, it is not convenient to place an astronomical instrument at the prime focus always, and therefore one has got a secondary mirror as well. So you can see here in the diagram on the right an arrangement whereby you get light first falling onto the brown colored primary mirror. It is then reflected onto the blue colored secondary mirror, and then it is reflected a second time through a hole in the primary mirror. The light is therefore taken out of the tube of the telescope and is directed to an instrument. So this arrangement again allows you to use very large instruments which are necessary for a proper recording of the object which is being observed. Now this basic structure is common to all telescopes which have a single mirror. So I shall now show you a couple of 2-meter sized telescopes which are located in India. So the first one is the Himalayan Chandra telescope, which is located at a high altitude place called Hanle, which is in Ladakh in the Himalayas, some distance away from the capital Leh. Now this is a very good site because you get non-cloudy skies for much of the year. Then it is at a altitude and therefore which is good for near infrared observations because the air is very dry and there is less absorption of the infrared. But it is rather difficult to operate such an observatory at a very high altitude because observers who may want to use the telescope would have to face the prospect of high altitude sickness, to avoid which they would consider acclimatization and so on. But to avoid these difficulties for observers, this telescope can be operated remotely so that an observer, rather than go to Hanle, would go to the Indian Institute of Astrophysics in Bangalore, and from where he would both control the telescope and make the observations and download the data. Now, I show you another 2-meter telescope which belongs to the Indian University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, and which is located about 100 kilometers from Pune on top of a hill or a small mountain. Now, this is again a modern telescope with a number of instruments on it, and it is used for galactic as well as extragalactic observations by people in Ayuka as well as astronomers. in Indian universities.